Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Gaius Thompson. I'm a photographer, videographer and an athlete. In today's video we're going to be talking about how to use harsh sunlight in your portraits. This giant ball up here, we're going to be talking about how you use him. So a lot of people think that you can't actually shoot portraits when the sun is dead up in the middle of the sky because it creates nasty shadows along the subject's face, and because of the intensity of the sun, the subject is squinting a lot of the time. But there are a couple of ways that you can combat this, and I'm going to show you how you do that in the next couple of minutes. But before we get into that, I would appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, comment down below and leave a like rating on the videos. It really does help my channel out. I will be doing more videos like this in the future. So yeah, now we'll get into the video. So this is example number one. You got the sun behind you, it's blaring straight on the back of my head, and that means that I am completely underexposed. You can't see much detail on my face. The sky will be really overexposed over here, and it just doesn't look all that great. This is example number two. The sun is facing directly in my face. There's two problems here. One, I can't open my eyes because it is so bright, and two, you're gonna see these nasty shadows under here, under my nose and under my chin, which doesn't look ideal for photos. Like as a portrait, it's just not appealing. A couple of ways that we're gonna fix that. One of the ways that we can fix that is literally positioning of the subject. So it's all about posing for this one. If I lift my face up, which is incredibly hard to do because the sun is super bright, but if I just lift my head up like that and maybe not face the camera, you can see that the shadow should lift under my eyes, which looks a little bit better. Then just be aware that their eyes are going to start watering, and just be a little bit sympathetic towards them and let them have a rest every now and then, because looking up towards the sky really hurts their eyes. Now the sun is facing to the left of my face. As you can see, this is actually quite well exposed here. I've got a little bit of, I should have a shadow just under here that's not ideal, but this part of my face is very underexposed. Now, the other way that we can combat this is a reflector. You can have someone else holding a reflector under my face, and what that will do, that will bounce the light under my chin and under my eyes, so it should get rid of the shadows and it will make it look a lot better. They're fairly inexpensive to buy a reflector. You can buy them on Amazon for like a couple of quid, I think, but they're really useful in this type of light. So one of the other things that you can use in your photos is the shadows from other objects like buildings or trees. At the moment we've got trees. They don't create the best pattern, but as you see, as I move in and out of the shadows, you can see them creating a little bit of a pattern on my face. And if I just look up and I do that, you can see shadows that are quite nice and a little bit different. They create different contrasts on the other parts of your face. I think the last thing that I'd say is just get creative with light. It's okay to blow out the sky every now and then if it means that the subject is well exposed. But yeah, just get creative with it. You don't have to follow every rule in photography. It doesn't really matter too much, but just experiment, have fun, and go out and shoot a little bit more with something that you don't typically do, because it is a little bit harder shooting when the sun is up. And a lot of people advise you not to. Everyone says go out on golden hour and do it, but just experiment with this type of light. It is fun. So there's been my couple of tips to experiment with light. I hope you've enjoyed it. It was only a few tips, but it was very quick and very to the point. One of the last things that we used for the last photo that you saw was a leaf. We literally just cut, or we pulled holes out of it, and it just painted the light really cool. But if you have enjoyed this, guys, please consider subscribing, like, comment, and you guys know what to do. Make every day count and enjoy life. I will see you in the next one.